Okay students, now listen to the story The Rat Trap, written by Selma Lagerwolf. The main character is a rat trap seller, a homeless tramp. We can call him peddler. So he went around selling small rat traps. Who? Our peddler. His clothes were in rags, his cheeks were hollow. He had the looks of a starved man. He made wire traps. Sometimes he resorted to begging and a little stealing to survive. The world had never been kind to him. He had no home, no shelter. The peddler led a lonely life and was given to meditation. One day, while he was thinking about his rat traps, an idea struck him. He thought that the world itself was a rat trap. As pork and cheese served as baits to trap rats, the world offered lands, clothes, foods, joys, and riches to trap people. As soon as anybody touched them, the trap closed on them. He was amused to think of some people who were already trapped and some others who were trying to reach the bait. It was a cold evening in December. He saw a grey cottage on the roadside. He knocked at the door and asked for a night shelter. The owner of the cottage was a lonely old crofter. He wanted someone to talk to. He welcomed the peddler. He gave the peddler hot porridge to eat and tobacco to smoke. Then they played cards. The crofter was generous as well as stressful. He told the peddler that he had a cow and sold her milk and cream. He also told him that he received 30 rana. It's a money. Rana means money. He received 30 rana as payment the previous month. Then he took down a pouch and showed him the money. After that, he put the money back in the pouch and hung it on a nail in the window frame. Next morning, the peddler left. The crofter locked his cottage and went away. But the peddler came back to the cottage. He had been tempted to steal the money that hung like a bait in the window frame. He smashed the pane and stole the money. Now he thought it was not safe to walk along the public highway as he stole the money. So he went into the woods. There he walked and walked but could not get out. He moved in circles. He was tired. He looked upon the forest as a rat trap in which he was caught. He thought his end was near. He lay down to die. After a while, he heard regular thumpings of a hammer's stroke. He knew the sound was coming from some iron mill. He stood up and walked in the direction of the sound. He opened the gate of the works and went into the forge. The blacksmith and his apprentice were there waiting for pig iron to be ready to put on the anvil. It was Ramsjo Ironworks. So now he reached to that Ramsjo's ironwork. The blacksmith hardly took any notice of his presence. It was not unusual for a vagabond to come in for shelter and warmth. The owner of the work was very particular about the quality of the iron he produced. On one of his visits, he came into the forge while he took intently at the peddler's face. He looked at the peddler. He felt sure that the peddler was one of his old regimental comrades, Captain Von Steele, who had fallen on evil days. He invited the peddler to go home with him for Christmas, but the peddler was alarmed. He refused, and the ironman went home. The ironmaster sent his daughter Edla to persuade the peddler to come home. She came in a carriage with a large fur coat. She could see that the peddler was unwilling to accept the invitation because he was afraid. Perhaps she thought he had stolen something or had escaped from jail. She spoke gently to him. She assured him that he would be free to leave when he pleased. They wanted his company only over the Christmas Eve. The peddler, when felt confused in her, he agreed to go with her. On the way, he was sorry to have stolen the crofter's money, that he put him in a trap. The ironmaster was happy to have his old regimental comrade under his roof. But when the peddler came after bathing and wearing new dress, the ironmaster felt that he made a mistake. He doesn't look like Captain Wonstale. He thought that the man had deceived him. He even thought of handing him to the sheriff. This agitated the peddler. He said that it was all the good things offered to him which lured him into this situation, and someday the ironmaster could also land himself in similar circumstances. The ironmaster started laughing. He did not call the sheriff but asked the peddler to leave immediately. Edla did not want him to go away. Instead, she wanted him to stay for the Christmas. She convinced her father, saying that they had promised him the Christmas cheer. She added, further explaining the misery that the peddler must have gone through in his life, and it would not be fair to send him away like this. Edla made the stranger sit and eat his food. Edla's behavior surprised the peddler consistently. After that, he went to sleep. He was woken up occasionally in between his sleep to have his share of the good Christmas cake and his meals. The next morning, the ironmaster and his daughter got up early and left for the church. While coming back, the young girl looked disappointed. She had learned at the church that an old crofter of the ironworks had been robbed by a rat-trap peddler. The ironmaster wondered that the peddler must have run away by now with their precious belongings. As he reached home, he came to know from the valet that the peddler had already left the ironmaster's house empty-handed, and he had left a little package as a Christmas present for Edla. When Edla opened it, she found a small rat trap, the 30 kroner, along with a letter addressed to her inside it. In the letter, the rat trap peddler thanked Edla for her kindness towards him and wanted to return the favor. He requested Edla to return the old crofter all his money. He even acknowledged that it was Edla's kindness and affection that changed him to become a better person. So this is our chapter, and in this chapter we are discussing about how that girl's Edla's kindness and understanding have changed the rat trap peddler into a real captain. So now watch the URL, take down the notes, attend the test and send your answers as soon as possible. We can meet in the next session. Thank you.